That boy who used to spend days in the garage with only his imagination and a couple hand tools has gotten lost in the grind of the real world. I think it's time we find him.
There is nothing like a last-minute Mother's Day build, and this isn't even for my mother, but the mother of my children, my baby mama, if you will. Although, after 35 years, she deserves a way better title than that. Love of my life, perhaps? This idea hit me like a brick. I had just pressed release on my latest review, over on Tool Tested, and leaned back, spinning in my chair, nearly flipping over backwards, and saw this racing along my ceiling. The image collided with some other thoughts kicking around in my head, and I went, yeah. I pulled the keyboard back out, phoned a friend, ChatGPT. What do you think? Will it look good? Will it work? Am I an idiot for even considering this? And it threw an image my way. And that yeah became oh yeah. And they called it Western BoHo. Yeah, right? Now let's see if we can bring it all to life. This is a cool build, a quick build, easy, but it's got all those things that I love. It's a woodworking project. Cutting, gluing, nailing. But it also lets me get my art on. And you can do it with anything. Scrap wood, pallet wood, plywood, dimensional lumber. You need roughly 1x stock and around 9x18 for this glue up. So I'm ripping a 2x4 right down the center. You've seen me do this before. I just want to thank you and anyone who's ever watched one of my videos here or over on Tool Tested. Whether you're an OG from a year ago or just came aboard this spring with the Picket guy, I can't thank you enough for inspiring me to get out and build every single week. You're amazing. Bored, ripped, and back at the bench, I try to do some math. There is a golden ratio, I'm certain of it, but I ignore it. I want this somewhere around 18 inches long and 9 wide, but it looks a little off. I settle for 3 boards at 2 3/4 inches for a total of 8 1/4 wide. Then I hit up Scar, and quite honestly, I couldn't be any happier with this miter saw. The only negative I have after, 6 months now? It's a beast. My little Delta didn't stick out at all, and with this, I've caught my hip more than once on it, but she cuts like a dream. I slide back to the table saw and rip to width, careful to rip from both edges. While I want a slight round over, I don't want the big old one that screams 4x2. A quick sand up at the wen, 120 grit as always, and a slight kiss of a round over to the edges. And we roll right into the glue up. Titebond OG, trying to save a buck by not using the 3rd edition. A little rub joint, clamp her down, and wipe the squeeze out away. Next, we want a frame around this, and I think we can get by with 3/4 inch stock. We just need to make it a little shadow boxy like, but not too much. So I'm thinking 1 1/4 inch will be perfect. And since I can't find any scraps small or large enough, I have to rip it from a larger board. And for those of you who know me, you know a little bit of me just died doing this. I hate ripping large boards down. I take pride in using the least of the materials that I can. So this hurts. Then back to Scar for the miters, 45 degrees. And we sand. I know everybody hates sanding, but we have to get those saw marks off somehow. And we want to avoid splinters. Okay, so now I need some thin wood, and I decided to rip this 1x8 scrap in half. I took my time on the table saw, Raise the blade, cut, raise the blade, cut, flip, repeat. And I got no camera footage. The new phone is killing me today. But there is a section I couldn't cut. The new phone is killing me. There is a section I couldn't cut as the board was too tall for the table saw, so I'm using my Japanese pole saw from Temple Tools. This is one of my favorite brands and my favorite saws ever. I just love them. Thin curve, sharp as can be. It took a moment, but I finally found the best position for this. Was really just sitting down in a chair and cutting it on the floor. I don't have a bench clamp. Well, I do, which I just don't have it set up yet, so this worked well though. So the thin wood is going to bring the Western in the Western boho. Remember those horses from earlier spinning around? Yeah, the inspiration for this piece? Well, you can do this so many ways. I'm going to use my laser Monport 45 watt Pro. She's a beauty. It took a minute to dial it in, but once I got the burn just right, she cut right through. Nice, tight burn lines. You don't have a laser, how about a scroll saw? A little more time consuming for sure, but it works. Don't want to do wood? How about pressboard or cardboard? Cut it with a Cricut. It'll work. 3 ideas for 3 horses. Glue up dry dish. I hit it with a layer of distressing paint. Brown, black, and water. A homemade mishmash of stain. Don't go too clean, don't go too mixed. The beauty of this is the beast. That slobby, globby mess of goodness. And my apologies on the camera angles again today. The new phone has me a bit off. A quick wipe down and we move on to the boho part. Ever since my first decoupage attempt a few weeks back, I've been dying to get back to it. And today we do. I've printed out 3 different Western patterns with the help of AI. Files are in the description and it's Mod Podge. Mod. M-O-D. Sorry. I took a little ribbon on the last decoupage attempt as I said Mod Podge. So I felt the need to correct it this time around. But my heart still screams, Mod Podge. Put it on, squeegee the paper down, get the wrinkles out. Cut and tear around the edges. Sand the edges a touch to thin my hair and get them flat. Then off camera I put a couple coats more on top to seal it all in place. A quick coat of white paint on the backboard. Rough, quick and distressing, allowing the brown to peek through. And here we are. Western boho. You going to give it a go-go? I don't even need to say it. You know I love this piece, and I do. I glued and pin nailed the horses in place. Yes, pin nailed. You can't even see the holes, they're so tiny. A couple coats of poly or lacquer, make her shine or not shine, whatever your case may be. How about dogs, cats? The possibilities are endless. I think I'm going cats for one of my mothers. Laurel Birch style, total folk art goodness. Look, I know this isn't your typical woodworking project. It is quick, it is easy, and it is woodworking. But the artwork, the color, the decoupage takes it to another level. For some, it probably takes it out of the woodworking genre. And that's fine. Leave the horses natural, stain them different shades, colors, or whatever you wish. But for me, any chance I can add and mix materials and different mediums, I will. It just takes it to that unexpected corner. Once again, happy Mother's Day to all. As always, thank you for watching and choosing to spend 15 minutes building with me. Please like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. Until the next time.